Hi bestie. Hi besties. Hi you guys, it's Chloe. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about one of my biggest insecurities, and it's been one of my biggest insecurities my whole entire life. I was able to get it under control and I have a lot more confidence with it now. I've been through all the struggles. Oh wait, the topic is acne. I've been through all the struggles with acne, face, chest, and back. I've been there. I really understand how it can make a person feel, and I just wanted to speak out about my experience, maybe give some tips that worked for me. Hopefully this is helpful, or it makes you feel better about yourself, knowing that someone else also went through this and other people are feeling the same thing as you, you know? I just wanted to put this out there for anyone who needs it, and hopefully it's helpful. First, I'm just gonna show you my skincare routine. We can cut to that. Hi guys, it is Chloe. I'm going to give you my skincare routine right now. I do not have the best skin whatsoever, but it has improved a lot. This is my morning routine, and the nighttime one is a little bit different. I just don't put on sunscreen. So first thing I always do is I wash my hands, but I already did that. And next I'm going to be using the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. Alright, next I'm going to be using this Cinema Serum from the Inky List. This is a brand that you can find at Sephora, or I think Ulta maybe, I don't know. I saw it on Skincare by Hiram's page. It's like less than $10. It's very gentle, and I've had no like reactions to it or problems with it, so depends on how I'm feeling. But whenever my skin's breaking out a little bit, like I have some spots, I'll use the Clinique Acne Solutions Clinical Clearing Gel. This is such like an awkward angle. I'm so sorry. I'm like, so you come here often? But like you can kind of feel it working. That's what I like about it. You don't really need a lot whatsoever. I use it more on my cheeks because that's where I tend to break out the most. It kind of like dries your face out for a second, and it also has salicylic acid in it, which I know is like good for acne, I feel like. Next, I'm going to use the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. And then lastly, I'm going to use the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion, but this one has sunscreen. I feel like I'm really stubborn about sunscreen. It's the one product I probably shouldn't be stubborn about because it will really help you look better in the future. Yeah, that's basically my skincare routine right now. It's been working well for me. Everything's really gentle and nothing's really super harsh on my skin. So yeah, back to the video about how I got here. So, talking about my acne journey, where do I start? I started getting acne in like 5th or 6th grade, which I feel like is pretty early. They kind of sucked. It was pretty much genetics. Me and my brother Max have the same genetics. I tell people we're twins and they believe me. We just look a lot more similar than me and my sisters do, I would think. Have like the same eyes, the same hair color and stuff like that. We both got the acne pretty bad from my dad, and we actually both ended up going on Accutane, but that's coming into play later. It was on my face, it was on my chest, it was on my back, and it was honestly crazy because I was so young that I felt like I was the only one dealing with these things, and it seemed like no one else around me had these problems to worry about. I was so young, I didn't really know what to think. I feel like I was just like, oh, it's puberty, it's happening to me, it's not happening to you. And I had a pretty good attitude about it. I probably started wearing makeup though in 5th or 6th grade also. I was that kid. I was really that kid who got into makeup super early, and I think it was all a part of my acne. As long as I could cover it up, really, I didn't care that much. That's kind of how I felt during the start. It didn't affect me that much because no one else also like pointed it out. Like no one was that mean yet. Whenever I started going to middle school, it definitely got worse. This is actually when I decided to go to the dermatologist for the first time. I might have been on a pill. I'm not sure, but I know for sure I got a topical treatment. Couldn't tell you what it's called because it was such a long time ago. I would put on this topical treatment and it wouldn't really work for me. In 7th or 8th grade, I did not have a skincare routine whatsoever. And so I was using this topical like every night, and it wasn't giving me instant results. And so being the 7th or 8th grader that I was like, oh, it doesn't work.
it doesn't work. It didn't give me results overnight, so it doesn't work.
Being that young and like trying to cure acne was really hard because skincare is something you have to do so consistently and over again until you get it right. And obviously with a lot of products, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I didn't think that way whenever I was in 7th or 8th grade because I was like,
it better work overnight or else I'm not doing it anymore.
And so I feel like one of the big things that didn't help with my acne was the fact that I was so inconsistent and I didn't put enough effort into it just because I was a little teenage person. I was like 13 or 12. I would wear makeup all the time. And I think it didn't affect me too much just because every time I was wearing makeup, I was like, no one can see it. The only thing that really hurt is whenever people pointed out how much makeup I was wearing. No one really ever pointed out how much acne I had because I was always wearing so much makeup to cover it up. And so people chose to bully me over how much makeup I was wearing over how bad my acne looked. I don't know if I prefer either insult, but I feel like the makeup one was easier to take. I started getting really self-conscious about it probably my freshman year because, you know, I moved to high school and I had to wake up even earlier and I just didn't have a lot of time in the mornings, and some days I wouldn't wear makeup and I would get a lot of comments on my skin. It's hard having acne. It's not an easy thing, and it's hard whenever you can't really control it and it's genetics and it's out of your hands. It's always different for everyone, and for me it was pretty bad to where it brought me down so many levels because not a lot of people around me had it as bad as I did. I definitely think that you look at yourself worse than other people look at you. So for me, I was like, this is terrible. It's awful. I'm so ugly. There's so much acne. Even though acne does not define if you're pretty or ugly, it's literally not a thing. I just was like, I look so much different than everyone else. In high school, it got really hard because, you know, you're the youngest one there. Everyone else is matured more than you, or, you know, there's like seniors in high school with freshmen. If you compared freshman me and senior me, this is kind of like senior me would make freshman me insecure. Do what you will with that information, say I'm conceited, whatever you want. It just got a lot harder whenever I moved to high school, and I also had braces, and then I also dyed my hair like black. It wasn't black. It was very dark brown. I think that just added to my low self-esteem all over the place. So then I finally decided to go to the dermatologist again, and they prescribed me Accutane. Now, Accutane is a very strong medication where it basically, let me look it up. It's a form of vitamin A and it reduces the amount of oil released by oil glands in your skin and helps your skin renew itself more quickly. Basically, it just helps get rid of your acne. And I had it really bad because it was on my face, my chest, and my back equally as bad. It wasn't like mainly my face, a little bit on my chest and back. It was a lot on my face, a lot on my chest, and a lot on my back. I couldn't wear things that other people were wearing. I was like so insecure to be with my friends. My friends were literally perfect, still perfect to this day. I was obviously insecure because you're at that age where all the guys are like, so what's your friend's name? You know, like where all the guys are like going through you to get to your best friends. I mean, at least that was me. I think I compared myself to my friends a lot because they definitely got a lot of attention from other guys, and we'll leave it at that. Basically, that's just when it got really hard. And then I finally got prescribed Accutane, and that was an experience. Accutane has a lot of side effects. It dries you out. I had dry lips. My whole skin was dry. It's kind of still dry to this day. I had a dry nose and I would get nosebleeds probably like twice a month. And I had a little bit of depression for like a month of it. And I don't use the word depression lightly. I don't. I know it's something you have to be diagnosed with, but it was honestly the saddest I've been, and I never got that sad really. And it was 100% the Accutane. A story I've already told on here once is that I bought me and my friends Ariana Grande tickets, my favorite artist, Ariana Grande, and I was so sad. I was like, I can't get out of bed, I can't do it. Y'all take the tickets, take someone else. I bought the tickets, and I was like, no, y'all go. Like, I literally can't do it. I can't get out of bed. I was crying, I was a mess, and then they ended up helping me, getting me out of bed, getting me ready. They brought me clothes to wear, like best freaking friends ever. I was so sad for that whole month, really. I did Accutane Accutane for 6 months. So I did it February 2017 into August 2017. And that was also the transition from freshman to sophomore year. And in August, I finished my Accutane and I got my braces off. And my hair was lighter from whenever it was dark brown. Jeez, I was a whole new woman. Honestly, like right after I got my braces off, I was so confident in myself. My skin had never looked as good as it did. And it still wasn't perfect for sure, but it had never looked that good and the side effects were starting to wear off. I was honestly so happy after finishing Accutane. I was like, okay, I'm done with acne. Woo! No, it didn't work like that. I believe that Accutane just got rid of your acne and then that was it. So I didn't take great care of my skin and I started breaking out, and then every time I would break out, I would get really sad because I was breaking out. And I was like, guys, I went through Accutane for what? Like, why am I still breaking out? It was probably until like junior or senior year that I finally got a skincare routine. I know that skincare has become even a bigger part of everyone's world just because of like Skincare by Hiram, and there's just more awareness about it now, I feel like. So I started to do more skincare stuff and it wasn't really working. I went to the dermatologist, and probably my senior year of high school, just 1 year ago, I was prescribed minocycline, don't know if I'm saying that right, and Differin gel. Minocycline is a medication that's for your skin, and you just take it like once a night. I was probably on that up until I moved to college. It honestly made my skin look great. I loved it. It was great for me. The Differin gel was supposed to clear my acne scars, which I still have a ton of. My face is so discolored and splotchy. I still have some insecurities with that and I'm still trying to cure it. Those two really stopped the big breakouts that I had on my skin, and then I stopped taking the minocycline. And I realized that I've basically been dependent on a drug or medication majority of my life. Now I've been off of any medication or anything. It's been solely like what I do to maintain my skin for 7 months. Maybe? My skin has honestly never looked as good as it looks now. It used to be really bad. I wouldn't leave my house without makeup on, ever. It could be the morning and my sister's like, oh, do you want to go to Starbucks? And I'm like, I need to go put on a whole face of makeup real quick, like give me 5 seconds. Sometimes I would put makeup on to go downstairs and see my family. I was so insecure about my skin, even with my family who loves me unconditionally and would never like criticize my acne or anything. I was still so insecure personally that I couldn't be seen without makeup ever. Sleepovers, slept in the makeup. I can now say that I could go like a whole week without makeup. I leave every day not wearing makeup. I'm so much better about it. And it's not even because my skin is better, it's because my mindset also changed. Acne is normal. That's the lesson of today's video. Acne is normal. If someone doesn't like you because you have acne, they're literally a horrible person. Acne doesn't change what's on the inside of a person. I have come to know that I am a pretty good person, I like to say, and that my acne shouldn't define if I'm worthy or not. One way I like to look at a lot of things, including acne, my body, anything like that, is that someone out there wishes they were you. Whenever I did have acne, this was something I would think about a lot. Okay, yes, I have it bad. I do have acne, but there are people out there who have it worse than you, who would die to like have your skin. Or whenever I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I'm not Kendall Jenner. Oh, sweetheart, someone would kill to be you. And that's not even supposed to sound conceited or anything, but you know there's someone out there who wishes they had your body, your hair, your eyes, your skin, your smile, like any of that. And that's something I like to remind myself a lot. Sometimes you can get so involved in yourself that you just don't realize those things. Lastly, I'm gonna finish off this video with some tips I have. My first tip is gonna be your diet. Something that has changed over the past couple of months, especially for me, is that I eat very clean. And this is not 100% deal breaker, but I have noticed a difference. I don't have dairy all that much. I don't have a lot of sugars unless it's in fruit, pretty much. And I drink a frick ton of water. I've realized that whenever I eat clean and I avoid those things, my skin does a lot better. I also think having a skincare routine is really good. Washing your face morning and night. Also, after you work out, out, make sure you wash your chest and your back pretty quickly after you work out. I struggle from this a lot. My chest is breaking out kind of bad right now because I don't work out close to where I live, and then I come back and my chest looks like a game of connect the dots. That's normal. Just try to hop in the shower as soon as possible, and I think that can help you a lot. And then last but not least, your makeup. Know what ingredients are in your makeup. Don't overdo it. Try to give your face some days to breathe. That's about all the tips I have, and that's my acne story. I've been through all phases of acne, not having it, having a lot of it, having a little of it, and everything in between. I have gone through it. If you want to talk to me about it, please do. I'm always here. I'm not gonna judge anyone whatsoever. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it made you feel more comfortable in yourself. Acne doesn't define your beauty or your worth. You should love yourself unconditionally, no matter what your situation is, and love others unconditionally, no matter what their situation is either. All right, you guys, I love you. Have a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.